Hi, good evening all. This is Vishal Singhal from Selstrad, your host for today. So we have today topic as how to become a world-class expert in your industry, and it is being delivered by Mr. Vikas Jain, who is an author, keynote speaker, as well as a motivational speaker. He has given a lot of trainings across the world, as well as to a lot of colleges and companies across India, and he keeps on speaking on in conferences as keynote speaker and motivational speaker. So I'll hand it over to Vikas right away. Vikas, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So control is yours now. Please show your screen.
Is my screen visible to everyone?
It was. It is not now. Yes. Now it is. Yeah. Go ahead.
Good.
Start.
Hello, everyone. Nice to have you in this webinar on how to become a high-paying, highly paid, world-class expert in your industry. My name is Vikas Jain. I'm a world-class expertise strategist and coach, founder of therealeducation.com, speaker and author. In today's talk, we are going to cover the key things that can help you grow your positioning in the industry, whether you are coming from a job background or you are an independent consultant. You can keep writing your queries in the comment box and Vishal will help me get all those queries. So it's nice to have you here in today's webinar. And first of all, I must say, during this crisis time, it takes a lot of effort in joining these webinars. So first of all, I would like to applaud for you that you are doing a great job in attending these kind of webinars. Just to share my journey, that when I'm talking to you, what really matters in our life and how I achieve things so that I can share with you. I had a very humble beginning. I studied in MCD school, municipal school in Delhi, then further went on to government school, then Pratibha Vikas Vidyalaya, some special schools in Delhi. After that, I did my graduation from Hansraj College, then MCA from Delhi University. So starting from a technical background, I worked in IBM for 4+ years, 2 years in Delhi and 2 years in Bangalore, and in McAfee for 4 years, 4+ years. But during this journey, I got to know something which made me very curious. And that thing was that when I was in that kind of environment, I prepared strategically and I got offer from Microsoft. And I also got these kind of certification like Certified Ethical Hacker, CCNA, SCJP, Siebel Gate, and few others. Now, the interesting observation was that the kind of journey which I traversed, I saw not many people can think of that they can start from that kind of background and can get the offer from Microsoft. Not many people can even think of that. So what helped me in that transition? What helped me strategically to get to that level, and how it can help you too to achieve the dreams and goals, dream career that you want for yourself. And that's what it, I started another phase of my life where I left the corporate world as an employee. I became an author and speaker and started the realeducation.com, where the purpose is to share the success strategies of top leaders and entrepreneurs with others. When I'm talking about this journey, the later part of my career, I became a keynote and motivational speaker. I wrote these 3 books about real education, self-education, and career choices. I have so far delivered 200+ speeches with a live impact of 50,000+ people, and got an opportunity to deliver one of the best companies in the world like Oracle, Intel Security, Uber, Yamaha. Right. So when I was traversing through this kind of hierarchy, I realized I worked in IBM, I worked in McAfee, got offer from Microsoft. What are the possibilities that exist in the corporate job? How we can get the maximum out of our life? Do you want to get the maximum out of your life? If you have some white paper around you, just start scribbling those things, because these things stay shorter in our mind but stay longer on the paper. If you're writing it down, it will stay longer. Do you want to achieve bigger job roles, bigger career opportunities in your life? Yes, no? Just scribble it down. I'll give you a quick glimpse that what are the opportunities that exist. And I got to know about these opportunities only after working in corporate for more than 3-4 years. And that was a realization for me. So I was in IBM. I met somebody uh, in some other department from IBM, and we were just having a candid conversation. And somehow it went too candid, and I asked his salary, which he shared. And to my surprise, he was earning double salary as compared to mine. And I was like, what? As per my understanding, I'm one of the best performer in my industry, my profile, and he's earning. I'm having a very good background, educational background. MCA from Delhi University is like one of the best MCAs in India, and this guy is earning double salary as of mine. Like, what is the secret? Do you want to know the secret? So what I'm going to share you is that glimpse that, oh, these opportunities exist which I was not knowing earlier, and how you can create similar opportunities for yourself. Even when you're doing ML and AI type of program, you will realize that there are certain professionals who are actually getting exorbitantly high amount of money in that profession, and how you can place yourself in that kind of profile. I'll give you a very short glimpse, which I realized during that journey. If somebody who is starting with a say a package of 3 lakh per annum, which is a typical package, uh, like most of the software engineering companies gives, but you can, based on your background, you can extrapolate to your industry also. But this is most of the time the typical package that people are getting. And if everybody is getting a 10% hike year on year, so after some 25 years, their package might be around some 30 lakh. And if you just correlate and talk to other people in your industry, you will see this pattern happening. I understand there might be some job hikes and other kind of opportunities. Now, what if somebody who's starting with a package of 6 lakh, who may be able to achieve a package of say 1 CR after 25 years? And what if somebody else who is starting with a package of 15 lakh per annum? Now, you might think that in our campus placement, this was not the opportunity. So we started with whatever was offered in the campus placement. Now, my friend, that's the secret, that you can change your trajectory. You can actually change your trajectory strategically. You can go on to become a world-class expert, develop that mindset, adopt certain strategies, and you can change your pathways. Typically, majority of the people think of some 10-20% hike, 30% hike during career switch. In my career, I got more than 70% hike whenever I was switching my career, my job. Yeah, so these things can be done. A note that this is overgeneralization. I agree, there might be certain other factors impacting individual things, but considering all those factors remain the same, you can change your career trajectory strategically. And when definitely you are associated with self-strat community, you are definitely a dreamer who want to achieve more in your life. You don't want to just work on old technologies. You want to learn new things. That's a beautiful thing that you are going ahead, right? Now, when I started my other aspect of my life, which is more about speaking, and
Excuse me,
tell you the
excuse me,
secret.
Vikas.
Yeah,
I would like to stop you here for a moment. I
sure.
would like to know from everybody if they are able to hear Vikas. Somebody said he's not able to hear. Please raise your hand on the toolbar or say yes or no on chat if you are not able to hear Vikas. Any responses, audience? So most of you can hear. So whoever is not able to hear, I would suggest you unplug your jack, audio jack, and replug that in. That may be the problem. So everybody is able to hear. So please uh, do what I'm saying, and you will be fine. So go ahead, Vikas. Thanks.
Thanks, Charles, for the confirmation because it is very necessary. It should not happen that session is done and people are not able to listen to me. Thank you very much. Yeah. So then the other side of my life started, which is more about speakers. Now, people usually think speakers are typically the motivational speakers, but that's not the only type of speakers. There are, when we talk about speakers, usually at the international level, speakers are the international experts who choose to speak. So they are experts. So when we are talking about becoming a world-class experts, I have actually interacted with world-class experts from the international level. And when I started comparing the fee of different people, different speakers, so there is a international portal with the name eSpeakers. When I'm mentioning that I charges $1,000 for an hour speech, there are some people who would say that they are charging. Frederick Herren, who says $8,000 for an hour speech. James Taylor says that he charges $10,000 plus for an hour speech. Simon Sinek, most of you might have heard his name. He charges 1,40,000 for an hour speech. And Tony Robbins, who is like one of the top motivational speaker in the world for last 30 years. And there are some news that he might be charging upward of $1 million for an hour speech. Now, think of your industry and your current positioning there. Do you think you are on the right track to right away get to that top expert level in your industry? Or what is further required to be done to strategically change your trajectory so that you can go to that next level? I started my journey because you need to have right people in your contact who can tell you that how to traverse that trajectory. It is very important. So I got in touch with Frederick Herren. I got in touch with James Taylor. I had an opportunity to have one-on-one interaction with them to learn and to know that how they have turned and got into that sort of trajectory and that sort of expertise and speaking level. And these are the secrets which I'm going to share with you today. That in your work, how you can choose to become a world-class expert where you can do and position yourself differently and achieve more in your life. So how my journey started, I went to a speaker convention in Singapore in 2017 where there were 200 plus international experts and speakers from all over the world. Then I became the part of core team of professional speakers summit in 2019, which happened in Chennai, and one of the founding member of Professional Speakers Association of India. So I got a fairly good amount of understanding that how these speakers, top international speakers, top experts position themselves, how they develop those expertise, what they do to achieve more in their life. And to take my game further, I became the conference chair of a professional speaker summit in this year, 2020, 1st and 2nd February, with participation from 14 plus countries with 180 plus delegates. And this is the one of the group photo that I'm talking about, right? So there are a lot of opportunities there because when I got this international exposure, the game is very big. When I talk to people locally whom I come in contact with, I see that they're not even aware, they don't know that they don't know. They are not aware that these kind of international opportunities exist for experts. You need to plan your trajectory differently, even as an AI expert, ML expert, or if you're an expert in any other field, you need to change your trajectory and you can do that. These were some of the lineup of the speakers which I saw in that conference. And because I was a speaker curator, I was playing the different role. I was not just the expert who is looking for other opportunities. In this conference, I was the speaker curator. So I scrolled through the profile of 100 plus international experts. On left hand side, there is Sergey from Russia, who was also an astronaut, right? There is Naidu, who is CEO of MeraEvents.com. There is Professor Ganesh, who is a professor in Triple IIT, right? There is Sanjeev Pasricha, who is a vice president at one of the leading event company association, EMA, right? So this chart is full of so many international experts. So the key learning there to get there, those secret, you need to change your mindset. You need to develop that mindset. Okay, this can be achieved. So first we need to move from I know that I don't know zone. So earlier we might be into that I don't know that I don't know zone. From there we need to come towards I know that I don't know zone. If we really want to up our game and choose to become a world class expert, and keep on sharing your question, which we'll be taking in the end. We'll keep a lot of time for the question and answers so that I can answer your each and every queries in detail, so that when you leave this webinar today, you have all the clear understanding of the steps which you can immediately take to up your game. Yeah. Now, what are the possibilities again when I'm talking about? I am talking again and again about the speaking fee or the salary. I'm not just talking about the money here, because one of the critical factor is definitely the money, but that's not the only factor. Because when you become a world-class expert, you can do even more things. How? You can implement your ideas. When I talk to many people that why you are not implementing your idea, majority of the time there is that lack of money which is playing the role. Once you have a lot of money, you can implement your ideas differently. Yes, no? Type in comment and keep sharing that. Can it happen? You can live a luxury life. Yes, all those dreams, you can fulfill your dreams, and even you can create massive impact in the social life. If you are the person who has a bigger vision, who want to change the world, as want to serve the society, definitely with a bigger bowl, bigger set of opportunities, better positioning, you can create even more impact. So this one understanding can even create a pathways of success in your life, that you can become a world-class expert and then achieve all the dreams which you are having. Yes. Now, I'll be talking about certain misconceptions, because whenever I have this kind of discussion, I work with my clients, I coach people that, okay, you can become better person, you can become a world-class expert. There are certain misconceptions which I repeatedly hear. And if you are going through any of that misconception, you can also remove those resistances, roadblocks in your trajectory and achieve more in your life. First one, it's educational and institutional background. Yes, educational and institutional background. So what is it about? Certain people, when I talk to them, they'll say that, okay, I am from such an institution that I could not get that kind of company, right? So no more, it's in my radar now. I can't get there. Or in my college, in my school, I was not a good learner. I cannot develop expertise. I'm an average performer. So for few people, schools and colleges have given a good tag. For majority of them, they have given an average tag, and they are carrying this tag on themselves. So when I'm talking to them, can you do this? Can you become a world-class expert? In their subconscious mind, there is a conversation running which talks about, I'm an average person. I have never been a top performer in my life. Very big misconception in people's mind, because what we are going living here, earlier you were part of few courses, now the whole world is in front of you. When you have taken your game, your current industry, you can create and become the best in your industry, irrespective of your performance in your school or college and wherever you have studied. So your educational and institutional background does not play, will not play any role. And I'll be sharing one model which I've created, where we have strategies that even if there are certain companies who will ask for these kind of things, we can find out certain other companies, again world-class companies, where these things will not play any role, right? So I'll be answering that question, how to get there, Vishal, which have come up in the chat screen. And that model which I'll be sharing with you, that quadrant which I've created after working in the industry so deep on this, how to become a world-class expert. The second misconception is tailor versus fashion designer mindset. When I talk to people, they will say, oh, I'm just a beginner in the industry. How can I become a world-class expert? Only after working in the industry for certain years, I'll become a world-class expert. Now, my friend, this may be a very crude example, but that's the reality. A 20 years of experience tailor does not become a fashion designer. Yes, no? A tailor with 20 years of experience will not become a fashion designer. A fashion designer mindset requires a different set of skills and strategies from the beginning. So when you might be thinking that, okay, I have just started, by spending some years in industry, I'll become an expert. There are different categories of expert. Though I have defined a 5-level category, but considering the time that we have, I'll be just mentioning the one major category, which is practitioner expert. Who is a practitioner expert? Imagine someone who is a lawyer with 20 years of experience. Now, if that person is an expert lawyer with 20 years of experience, there will be thousands of lakhs of lawyers, expert lawyers with 20 years of experience. The game is how some of these people differentiate their game, differentiate their positioning, differentiate their expertise to go to the level to become the India's best lawyer. Yes, you might be knowing that top experts in every field charges an exorbitant amount of money, right? So with years of experience, one will not become a world-class expert by default. It has to start from the beginning. It requires that fashion designer mindset. In your game, you might be living a tailor life so far. You can change that game to become a fashion designer mindset. Yes. Again, with decades of experience, one will become world-class. No, world-class expertise does not come with decades of experience. It may sound very hard. Friends, I'm not doing this session to please you. I'm doing this session to transform your life. With decades of experience, some people who may say that I have 20 years of experience, they might have 20 times 1 year of experience. 20 times 1 year of experience because they didn't learn anything new in that career. If you want to become a world-class expert, if you really want to become a world-class expert, you have to break this misconception. I agree. Majority of the research says to develop expertise, it takes years, but vice versa is not true. By spending years in the industry, you will become an expert. That may not be true. Hence, there is a different mindset which is required to change your game. Last but not the least, major point of misconception. So many people will talk about in today's world of branding and social media that I have so many followers, which means I'm an expert. My friend, world known may not mean world class. Think out it from a different example. If you're talking about a top surgeon in India or in the world, will we just check the Facebook page? Okay, this surgeon is having these million followers, the other surgeon is having only 1,000 followers, which means the one with the millions of followers is the best surgeon in the world. No, my friend, this will not be the case. Similarly, in your industry, if you're thinking that by just focusing on the branding part, which is getting more social media presence, you will become a world-class expert, that may not be the case. Becoming a world-class expert, that person will become world known. That should be the outcome. But our focus is not to become world known first. Our focus should be to become world class. Let me know in your comment that are you having any of these misconceptions, and in the end do you want me to cover any of these misconceptions in detail, in further detail? If you have any further query around that, keep sharing that in the comment. I'll move to the next point. Now some people might be thinking, because I talked about professional speaking, expertise, international, I'm just beginning my career, this may not be relevant to me. No, that's not the case, my friend. I'll tell you, when I moved from corporate job to the speaking world, somebody told me, because keynote speaking is only for the people with gray hairs. When life throws you comment like that, what do? That because keynote speaking is only for the people with gray hairs, you have to take it lightly, and turn that brick which is thrown to you and build your house. What I started doing, I stopped using dye for some time because I already had gray hairs, right? So you can change the people's comment and do it differently. So it may be relevant for the people that early job. Even if you are having early job, you can use this strategy. The quadrant which I'm going to talk about, do listen to that quadrant in detail with very focused mindset. If you are having any restriction around, because that quadrant has already changed so many people's life, whether in job or as an individual consultant person, right?
So
So you can create. Yes.
Go to previous slide, and somebody is asking, can you please cover more on word known cannot be word class?
Yeah, okay, definitely, I'll do that right away. So when I'm talking about world known, it's not cannot be, it's may not be world class. To give you another example, world known, what do you mean of world known? Known to the world, known to the world. So many people are aware about that person's name. But when I got into the deeper into the expertise level, these are the people where they are known to the world but may not be having right kind of expertise. And when I'll be explaining about the quadrant, you will get it very clearly that what is can be the difference between a world class person and world known person. It will I'll be explaining again in terms of the quadrant which I'm just going to share with you, right? So this quadrant will be relevant even if you are just starting your career, you are in early job, or you are a senior professional, senior veteran person in the industry, or you are an individual consultant, or even if you are working a large organization. The same principles, same quadrant, same strategies will be applicable to you. Though you have to tweak it differently, you have to change the context, but same philosophy will be applicable to you because it has already helped so many people. So let me get to the core thing, that to become a world-class expert, this is the quadrant which I designed with the name Vikas/growth, because Vikas is an Hindi word for growth only. Vikas quadrant, right? VQ. On y-axis we have popularity, on x-axis we have expertise. Yeah. So what are the possibilities? If we are on one axis we are having a popularity, and on the other quadrant we are having expertise, the possibilities are these, which is also covered in my book Real Education. The possibilities are these four, and when I work deeper into this quadrant, these different type of industry segments, I realize their growth opportunities are different. The angle of these arrows define the growth opportunities that exist. So as you can see, different quadrants are offering you different kind of growth opportunities. Let's dig deeper into these quadrants, popularity and expertise. So the first quadrant is highly popular with world-class expertise. Because my background is from software, you can think of examples like world's top companies like Google, right? Google of the world, where they are highly popular and they hire the best talent. When I'm talking about the speakers, you can again correlate this thing. So the first quadrant, highly popular with world-class expertise. And you will agree that these people who are at that point of time are actually having world-class skills. Now the interesting thing is, earlier we discussed about that world known may not be world class. The other quadrant is where things are highly popular. These people are highly popular. These companies are highly popular with average expertise. Do you know these people, right? In your industry, you must have heard a lot about them, but when you get to work with them in person, you will realize that okay, though they have created different kind of hype, when you talk to them, that expertise level you don't see. I worked in different type of organization, and my friends, I have got into very deep cultural shift, I would say. The expert culture, organizations having expert culture are having different kind of people than organization with having different type of average skill set. Because I've worked in that kind of culture, I really know deeper into the dynamics of these things. So the second quadrants are those companies and the people, or the people who are highly popular with average expertise. And the third quadrant, not popular and with average expertise. So typically what happens to majority of the people, they dream of this first type of companies. They dream to become the first type of person in their industry, highly popular with world class expertise. But if they are not able to, what they end up with, they want to get into the second best companies, highly popular with average expertise. You may not know, because they are popular, you may not know that okay, they are looking for average expertise, but that's a case which will get clearer in our discussion further. And then there are companies like not popular with average expertise. People have not heard the name, and expertise level is also not good. Now the fourth quadrant is game changer, my friend. If you really want to become a world-class expert in your industry, the fourth quadrant is the game changer quadrant. And the fourth quadrant is not popular with world-class expertise. Not popular with world-class expertise. Now, typically, if you are someone who is in the first quadrant, this quadrant, right? If you are in the first quadrant, obviously you already know, because when you are at the top of the building, you can see the things around. You know that what is happening at different levels. But when you are not on the top of your industry, top of the building, you may not see upward. You may be able to see just 1 or 2 floors above your level, but not 10 floors, not 20 floors, not 100 floors, right? So what happens with majority of the people, that they dream of this first type of companies or the environment. Usually they end up getting to the second kind of company, this type of organization. They get into this kind of environment. It's known to the public. They think that okay, they are working with really good environment because it's known, but that average expertise is there. My friend, have you heard this kind of discussion that okay, uh, it's like okay, how can you share your learning with others because they will start competing with you? These are the discussion of average expertise environment, because I've worked in both environment. World class expertise environment does not talk about this type of discussion, that if you share your knowledge with others they will start competing with you. They have a different type of mindset. Have you heard this type of statements? In the average expertise environment, a person becomes a commodity. That may be a crude word, and I told you I'm not here to please you. Person becomes a commodity. They are defined by only years of experience. Okay, this person is having 10 years of experience, this person is having 20 years of Java experience, this person is having 13 years of this type of experience. But is there more than the years of experience that we can talk about? In the highly popular with average expertise environment, that's not the case. If you're at the beginner level, you will understand this. Majority of the engineers or MBA participants who are hired by these type of companies, they are usually not interviewed on the core expertise of computer science. I'm talking about BTech, they are usually just go through some quantitative or aptitude type of test. Now imagine a company who is hiring a software engineer is not interviewing you on a software question. How is that possible? When I got interviewed by Microsoft after some 6 to 7 years of industry experience, first 3 rounds happened in data structure and algorithm, my friend. First 3 rounds happened for my data structure and algorithm. So they are really testing your software concept and skills. Yes, I have lived and gone through that type of thing. Then majority of the people end up with this not popular and average expertise. Now this quadrants, if you understand, you can create that trajectory. So depending on your current level where you are, imagine if I'm talking to say quadrant 2% or quadrant 3%. In my experience, because I've worked with so many people, I'm going to share the strategy which might work for you also. If somebody who is in quadrant 3 type of environment right now, they may dream of 1. So what they will think that they will take this path, which is first they will get into a company or an environment of quadrant 2 and then will go to quadrant 1. Very difficult to have. Very difficult. Why? When I'm talking about the expertise difference, it becomes deeper and deeper with years of experience. This line is hard to crack, my friend. This line is hard to crack. Developing your expertise requires years of hard work, conscious hard work, very strategic hard work, and I'll be talking about that in further slides too. Developing expertise is the key thing, right? If you once get settled into the type 2 environment, people will start spending more time into the politics, other soft skill aspect, and less time on expertise. It gets very difficult to move from type 2 environment to type 1 environment, from quadrant 2 to quadrant 1, for the very reason that that habit of sharpening your axe, developing your expertise is a different mindset, which is not there in type 2, quadrant 2. What I recommend to my clients when I work with them, I tell them this other path. Even if somebody who is in quadrant 2, I would say this thing. First, get to the level of quadrant 4. Become a quadrant 4 person. Develop the expertise, even though you are not known to the world. And when I'm saying not known to the world, it does not mean not known in the industry. These are different things there, right? And it's a very interesting phenomena because I've worked with Self-Strat for so long. Right now, if you think of your organization, now let's start taking different kind of example, because this quadrant is so relevant. Unless we develop this expertise and this understanding clearly, this quadrant can answer, like, can confuse you, but if known, this can position you in different world. Now when I work with Self-Strat specifically, they lies in expertise, that quadrant 4 organization. You may not get to know about that particular community by majority of the people in India or in the world, but in the AI industry they are known, and they are having that kind of world-class expertise, right? So you can position yourself first in the 4th quadrant, and that can easily get you to the quadrant 1. Now you may be wondering why and how it can happen that once I get into the quadrant 4, I can get into quadrant 1 easily, and once I'm in quadrant 2, getting to quadrant 1 is difficult. Why? My friend, you must have heard this word. People of like-minded people with similar skill set flock together, right? Birds with same feathers flock together. Same way, people who are experts in the domain, whether they are famous or not famous, whether they are popular or not popular, sit together, have cup of tea together. But people who are not expert, they usually find it hard to gel up with each other. So I have seen quadrant 1 and quadrant 4 people are internally connected. You might be knowing the one of the main strategy used by quadrant 1 company to hire is through referral. Their first choice is referral. You might be knowing one policy, like somebody told me that even in Google, you have to find somebody who is already working in Google. It's your job. You have to find somebody who is working in Google, right? These people are interconnected. So because I have got into that environment of quadrant 4, I also got in touch with quadrant 1 type of companies. I got to know people are interconnected. There are quadrant 1 people who are even going and working in the quadrant 4 environment. There are quadrant 4 people who are going in working in the quadrant 1 company environment. These people keep transitioning. So there is this referral opportunities, there is this recommendation opportunities that exist. So if you are thinking to become a world-class expert in your domain, and you can, for the further question, because I'll be opening the question and answer round in another 20 minutes, because I would like to answer your particular scenario specifically, right? When I'm talking about quadrant 1 and quadrant 4, if you apply these strategies, you can easily move from quadrant 4 to quadrant 1. All right. Now, how to get into quadrant 4 company? How to become a quadrant 4 expert? How? There is only one benchmark in quadrant 4 is your expertise. And there is a different way of testing that expertise, my friend. There are different ways to test that expertise. It's not coming out with years of experience. No, it's not. It's having that mindset of show me the skill. An expert, because expertise itself is such a deep topic with so many fundamentals, so many models. An expert is someone who is having ability to solve the complex problem. If there are 10 people sitting together from the same industry with same profile, with everyone having some 15 years of experience, say, who is the best expert in them? The best expert in them is someone who can solve the most complex problem. Yes, no? What do you think? The best expert among those 10 people is the one who can solve the most complex problem. If you want to become a world-class expert, first develop world-class expertise. Change your game. Get out of your comfort zone and stop comparing yourself with just 10 people around you. No. Are you the best in your skill in your city? Are you best in the state? Are you the best person in your country? Or are you the best person in the world? Do you have that sort of mindset when you're developing or working on a skill? So before getting to the popularity level, though I shared the strategies to become popular also, because there are two types of popularity. One is that social media only follow popularity. One is organic popularity. There are ways to get there. Though first step is to develop that world-class expertise, and you need right mentors to get there. Now let me tell you another secret. I use the same quadrant to find the right mentor. This one quadrant is so beautiful that it can answer a lot many queries that are faced by someone. So what I did, if I'm looking for some mentor, so a mentor can be world known and best in the class, best expertise person. A mentor could be the quadrant 2 mentor, which is the person is known in the world, the skill set is average. And there could be a third quadrant mentor, which is not popular with average expertise. In my experience, whenever I am looking for a mentor in a new industry, I'm looking for a quadrant 4 person, not popular with world-class expertise. Now there are I have created a stepwise formula that how to talk to them, because if that person is having world-class expertise, they are earning really good, why will they spend time on you? They are looking for, there is a Sanskrit word which says patrata. They are looking for only right eligible people before they spend time on others, right? So do you have that kind of eligibility criteria? Do you fulfill that criteria? They'll look in to you. So finding the mentor, how to find the quadrant 4 mentor, I have the strategy. How to talk to them, I have the strategy. What will convince them? I'm not talking about fooling them. No. What is their why? Why they are looking to coach others? Can we fulfill their whys also, their criterias also? If we can, it becomes a very long-term relationship, because these are world-class experts. They can save years of your time, my friend. They can save years of your time, because they will strategically tell you that, okay, these are the things that you should focus upon. These are the things that you should not focus upon. Yeah, I'm getting some question. Let me. Okay, right. Vishal, in this question, what is the CS moves to Q1? Can you explain the word CS to me?
So question is how to move from quarter 4 to quarter 1, quadrant 1, quadrant 4 to quadrant 1.
Okay, okay. I read CS here, so I got
Yeah,
confused.
CS
Okay.
is self-study.
Great. Okay. Now moving from quadrant 4 to quadrant 1. So as I told you, first is developing the expertise. Okay, once we have developed the expertise, now there are strategies to start moving towards the popularity. And there are two types of popularity, my friend. One is organic popularity. Second one is inorganic. Inorganic is like one can get so many likes on Facebook page, on YouTube, by just spending few lakhs of rupees by hiring a marketing agency. But in this world, there are certain people, there are certain organizations who actually know the depth of the individual and the organization. So they value organic popularity. So what is organic popularity? I've actually created a very stage diagram that this can be done. So once someone become an expert in something, what they should do? They should join the industry association and start sharing. See, a practitioner expert is somebody who is having years of experience. Then comes the subject matter expert, somebody who is having really good expertise in some subject. So what they do, if somebody is having really good expertise on some subject, what they do? They do two things. Either they solve the problem, either they solve complex problem, or they start sharing their knowledge with others. Either they solve the complex problem or they start sharing the knowledge with others. So these people start and coming on to some bigger conferences, bigger boards to share their knowledge. That is one way. They start blogging, writing articles. Imagine in your industry so many people following someone because they are writing really good articles, really deep articles. Their number of readers might be few, but whosoever is reading are the quality people. Whosoever is reading are the quality people. So when I'm talking about quadrant 1 and quadrant 4, for them, what matters most is the organic reach. That what is the quality of people that are reading them and studying them. Just to give you my experience, once I was addressing an audience of 1,000 school principals. Each and every participant in that conference was a school principal. Before me, the keynote speaker was Dr. Bala, who was ex-MD of CBSE. And when I was delivering my talk in the audience, ex-principal of St. Stephen College was there in the audience because he was keynote speaker the next day. Now, when he was delivering his talk the next day, ex-principal of St. Stephen College, he gave a reference back to my speech. He said, okay, this point has already been covered by Vikas yesterday. Now, in the expertise world, this back reference is really important. So first, start solving the complex problem so that people can recognize, okay, these are the people who have solved this complex problem. That's one. Second, start sharing your knowledge with others so that quality people start following you. and there are certain other strategies that which social media is good for what kind of thing. That's what I'm saying, my friend. Though it sounds like a 1 hour program, it's a very long discussion because there are so many intricacies which people need to get to the next level and get that clarity, right? So how to move from quadrant 4 to quadrant 1? Develop your niche, become famous in your niche. Develop your niche, become an expert with deep roots, then start develop in that niche, start getting the popularity in that niche. Once you start getting that popularity in the niche through word of mouth, through organic reach, where other experts in your industry are talking about you, that if this complex problem can be solved, only this person can solve. If this is the level of problem, only this person can solve. These are the organic popularity that exists in the industry. They go to the industry conferences and address the audience. The core problem, they have their research article published, they have authored the books. It's good to see that Vishal has recently published that book, and he has acknowledged that thing in my, because I inspired him that okay, if you really want to get to the next level of game, choose to become an author, right? So there are many such things which can be done to get to the next level. These are, I'm addressing few of them, but strategically many more that can be done. Let me get to the next point now. Keep writing your question. I got another question. The question which I got, I write on LinkedIn, it is not sufficient. Is participant in industry body and speaking still required, as there is only gray head of other popular speakers or from popular companies are invited for speaking? Yeah, because I have gone deep into this system. So question is that I'm writing on LinkedIn, which is not working that effectively. That's one. Second, participation in industry body and conferences, speaking still required as there is only gray hair. I understand. And popular companies speakers are invited. I have seen all that happening. So as you will see, majority of the time quadrant 1 and quadrant 2 is visible in the industry. But that quadrant 4 is still the game changer. When I got in touch with these international experts, I realized when I'm looking through the conference agenda, all other speakers are paid speakers. What do you mean by, my friend, paid speakers? When I'm talking about, when you are talking about these gray haired famous companies people, they are sponsoring that event. So they are paying, they are paid speaker, they are sponsoring the event, they are paying to the conference and getting an opportunity to speak. But there are few quadrant 4 people whom conferences are paying, conference organizers are paying professional speakers to come and speak in that conference. That also exists. So I understand the question that sometimes LinkedIn, that's what I'm saying, it is a very strategic thing. There are certain strategies which are to be played, and when they start putting together, and that's why there is a need of mentor who can strategically tell you that okay, this time to be spent on this thing or not to become a world class expert. Yes. Now next thing, majority of the time I've seen that in this era of social media, WhatsApp learning, YouTube learning, people think because I'm watching some video on a weekly basis, on a daily basis, I'm learning. Yes, you are learning. As a learning expert, yes, you are learning something. But will that develop you to become a world class expert? May or may not be. So there is a difference between casual learning, because when I work with my clients, I tell them there is a deep difference between casual learning and conscious expertise development. I'll give you one example. You might have heard that, you say, I'm just giving you a over the mind example, that somebody says that okay, I'm a world class swimmer. Oh, you are a world class swimmer? Yes, I have even authored a book. Okay, that's great. Okay, tell me about more about swimming. Yeah, I'm a world class swimmer. I swim 1 hour daily in normally whenever there are these swimming pool opens. And you're like, okay, so how is it different from, how can you say that you are a world class swimmer, right? Because I also swim. I go to swimming for like those 3-4 months. do it 1 hour daily, but what's more, people are looking for more. So though this person is doing something for so many years, but when you are talking about world class expertise, we need to be able to define something else, the complex problem. If that person says that, okay, I swim for say 10 kilometers, that becomes the key thing, right? So in your work, how will you define that thing? Okay, this is the key thing that can take you to that level of positioning of world class expert. And here I'm again and again saying, I'm not just talking about branding workshop. It's not a branding workshop. First, develop that expertise. Start solving the complex problems, because there is no workaround. There is, my friend, no workaround. Solve the complex problems and then focus on getting the organic popularity. I have met certain people who are really good experts, but they choose to remain unknown. And they choose to remain quadrant four throughout their life. And that's their decision, right? But if you are following this strategy to become a world-class expert, first become an expert. There are strategies, there are specific strategies to do that. Then follow the organic strategies to get the popularity in your domain, and then get to the quadrant 1%. And you can do that. So casual learning might not help you. You have to actually get to the level of conscious expertise development. You might have heard of the 10,000 hours rule, right? And there was the researcher who actually gave that idea of that 10,000-hour rule, and he has written another book with specific mention about conscious expertise development, right? So conscious expertise development is something else. It's not about your casual learning. If you really want to become a world-class expert, you have to apply these kind of strategies to up your game, right? Ah, major misconception. I interviewed because I'm somebody, when I'm sharing something with you, I must have applied it in my own life, right? Then only I have this authority to share those things with you, right? So when I'm talking about working with top leaders and learning those strategies, and that was the reason why I went to attend that Singapore conference, because I want to learn from the right people. I mentioned about one name, Frederick Herren, whom I met there. To tell you the different mindset and different story, what happened in the background, I just watched a video, YouTube video of Frederick Herren saying how to become a global speaker. You also do so much of binge video watching, right? Binge video, just casually watch so many videos. But I wrote him a mail. That was a differentiating factor. I wrote him a mail, can I learn more from you? And the wording was, can I learn more from you? It's not that, can you get me a speaking assignment? No, can I learn more from you? He replied back, watch two other videos. I watched two other videos and replied back, I have watched these two videos. These are my learning. Can I learn more from you? He replied, read all my blogs on my website, professionalspeaking.com. There were 108 blogs, which I read in next 3 days. Read all the blogs in next 3 days and wrote back, how can I learn more from you? He told me about this conference, and just to get his hour, I choose to attend this conference. So when you are looking for an expert, quadrant 4 expert, they are testing your eligibility before giving their time. Are you ready for that? And I interviewed Brian Tracy, had a one-on-one conversation with Brian Tracy, had a one-on-one conversation with these quadrant 4 people, quadrant 1 people, right? And what I realized, when these people talk about learning, you might have heard that all the leaders talk about learning. When they are talking about learning, they have an iceberg in their mind, something visible deep inside. But most of the listener are visualizing an ice cube. Leaders learning iceberg versus others ice cube. Both of them are made up of same thing, but the scope is entirely different. If you want to become a world-class expert, you have to change your mindset from ice cube and start understanding the iceberg. And that's why you need to find right mentors who can give you that kind of opportunity. Okay, this is the kind of opportunity that expert exists, and you can achieve that iceberg. And there are I understand there are so many other questions which remain unanswered. Something like how to find world-class mentors. Practically, what should I do? What should I write on Google for my industry? And that's what, when I work with during my masterclass and coaching, I sit with them. It's like doing a one-to-one. They tell me their industry, and it's more of consulting when I'm searching for them. Okay, this could be a world-class mentor for you, because I'm not having knowledge about world-class mentors in each and every industry, but I am aware about this quadrant, Vikas quadrant, right? With Vikas growth quadrant, I can help you find world-class mentors in your industry. There are strategies. How to find world-class companies, how to find quadrant 4 companies if they are not famous. By looking at the name, obviously it's a quadrant developed by me. They have not, there is no industry body which says that this company is a quadrant 4 company. How will you actually find out that whether it's a quadrant 4 company? There are more than 5,000, 10,000 of company in your LinkedIn profile, right? If you search on LinkedIn, how will you find which of them are quadrant 4 companies? There are ways to do that. How to find quality content? People say that everything is available on Google. Everything is available on Google, but finding the quality content is an art. Google respond based on your query, the quality of your keywords, based on your history, the way you have asked earlier question, and that's how Google respond. Unless you have the right keyword. Has it happened to you? The moment you change your keyword, the outcome immediately changed. Yes, this can be done. Art of studying deep and complex content. My friends, in today's world, somehow people have got into this mindset of making the content easier. I disagree. Should we make the content easier or develop the capabilities to understand difficult easily? I'll repeat. Should we make the content easy or develop the capabilities to understand the complex easily? And I go for the second one. If you really want to become a world-class expert, you have to deepen your expertise level. You have to develop this capability to understand the complex content. Yes, you need to do that. And there are ways of doing it. Why to do it, how to do it, what to do it. There is a lot of content, lot of learning that is available, which can change your game. What you might be earning in your current trajectory, what you might be earning in say 20 years, if you follow this different strategy, you might earn in next 3 or 4 years. If you don't want to work for the rest of your life, you can take a vacation, right? Because you have already earned what you otherwise would be earning in next 20 years. That's the level of opportunities that exist. Best practices to develop expertise in busy schedule. Some people might say, okay, I'm already having a busy schedule. I'm a senior person in my organization. I understand that, like, the organizations are having that pyramid structure. As you get onto the top, you get busier and busier. I understand. But even in those busy time, how you can develop those expertise, that can be done. Because I've studied these top people. I've worked with them, quadrant 4 and quadrant 1 people. There are ways to develop those expertise even in that busy schedule. There are ways to do it, and that can be done. So you can also do the same, right? You can join my masterclass and one-on-one coaching for that, but I'll be open to answering any open-ended question further. So talk to me to find strategies to achieve massive success in your life. So if you are having very big dreams, success mantra, like I want to achieve really big in my life, because 10, 20, 30% hike can anybody can get in this job. You can just make cosmetic changes in your resume. You might contact 10 different companies and you will get it. But if you are looking for 100% hike, 100% growth in your career, you want to change your career strategically and position yourself in the new career. If you are a leader and you want to also get to become a thought leader in your industry, right? People who are invited to speak to the conference and they are paid, like they are given money. If you want to become that sort of person, because I've worked with these international experts and understand their intricacies, how things are working, I can help you with that, right? So thanks Selstrate, thanks Vishal and Vivek for giving me this opportunity to share these learnings with your audience. I'm sure that your audience would be able to take these opportunities and increase their game to the next level. In case you have any further query, you want to have access to this slide or the particular chapter from Vikas Growth Quadrant book, or join my masterclass, you can contact me at this email ID. And if you search for Vikas Jain Speaker, you will find me on all the social media that you are aware of. Right. Thank you. Thanks, Vishal. I'm open for the questions.
So Vikas, would you like to, first of all, thank you, and would you like to show your contact details?
So I'll just spell it, right? I'll let you know. So you can contact me on WhatsApp on 880202 7070 880202 7070.
8802027070.
Yes.
Okay.
Otherwise, if you
And
just go to vikasjainlive.com, you will find my manager's contact detail also. So with that website, you can find all the information there.
sure. So audience, any question? This is the time. And I am restating what he said earlier. He was the motivator behind my book, Leveraging AI for Business Success. So I had been speaking in conferences on similar topic again and again, and he said that you have been talking on the same topic. You always refer to those conferences when we talk. Why don't you write something on it? I said that's not my cup of tea, and he motivated me almost for a month. And last year around March and April I started, and this August I finished. And in between he said, you are procrastinating a lot, you will lose your book right before publishing. And I finally was motivated by him, and I finished the book. All thanks goes to him. And so there were a lot of other contributors, but he was a prime motivator. Second, he also said that I should be following Frederick Aaron, and I started doing that. I started seeing his videos. I do that almost every week. He posts one video a week, and I always depend on Vikas for any kind of motivation, and Frederick Aaron for international speaking tips. So time is right that you ask any and every question that comes to your mind, and he's an expert at his field, and I've seen him talking in various conferences as well and videos. He has a lot of videos himself on YouTube. So ask any question that you may have, any apprehensions. He would be the best person to answer.
Thanks, Vishal. And the authoring book is a great thing. That's what I'm saying, that it's an organic way of popularity, and one should do it. Like, it's the knowledge. When we are in the knowledge field, an expert is a person who get this tendency to share. So it's not just about becoming a trainer. All the experts, world-class expert, has this tendency to share, right? So once they see the eligibility in somebody, they do that thing. So when I work with even like corporate employees who may not be doing professional speaking immediately, but how they can position as a thought leader in that industry, right? And topic of the book is also different. So for Vishal and Vivek, because they are though in the self-trade community and AI professionals, because they are having different type of background and expertise, the title of the book has to be different. So all these critical things plays role. Also, Vishal, you talked about somebody has that question about world known and world class. So
Yeah.
I'm just repeating with that quadrant thing. The quadrant 2 people are world known, but quadrant 1 is world class, right? So quadrant 2 can be world known, it's world known, but quadrant 1 is world class. So world known may not necessarily mean that you are a world class person. Yeah. Any other question? If I missed out, I'll be answering. Let me.
Okay. So there is one question in roundabout fashion. So question is, so I am senior manager in my company. I am supposedly learning what I need to learn or what I think where industry is going. But how can I be becoming popular? Because my company doesn't allow me to speak because there's a other spokesperson in for any conferences or anything. But I want to be speaking. What should I be doing about it?
Yes, a great question, because this is specifically is one problem which I address with my clients, because I have worked in corporate, and a corporate person. So there are two type of people. One is who can immediately show, is an individual consultant, can show that okay, they are a professional speaker or approach the conferences. But a corporate, especially the senior person, cannot do that. They cannot write I'm a professional speaker, because obviously company policy does not allow it. Having
Right.
said that, what they need to do, they need to apply different strategies. The strategy here is that no company will stop somebody in sharing the knowledge. So blog is a great way to share the knowledge. If you are not using or disclosing the confidential information of the company or the particular product. So for example, if I'm working say on Java technology on a particular product which is proprietary to the company, I cannot talk about that product, but I can definitely talk about Java, right? I'm a Java professional. Even if I'm a marketing professional, even if I'm a project management expert, I can talk about project management, not the project particularly which I'm doing in my company. Same way, you can start doing, and this message is for everyone, start writing blogs with sharing your expertise. You may feel that okay, there are only 10 readers, there are only 5 readers of that, nobody is reading. My friend, that's not the case. If you choose to remain consistent, you may not know the quality of those 5 people. Out of those 5 people could be one person who is like a big person, big shot in the industry, right? So develop the expertise, start sharing in different format. The format could be different. Some people are doing it on LinkedIn, some people can leverage that Twitter looks simple but is having a lot of potential. When I work with people, especially the expertise domain, I have a one module dedicated on Twitter's mastery, right? How to leverage Twitter as an expert. That thing can be done. So one is blogish website. So what I would recommend, write a blogish website of yourself and start sharing the content. That's one. Second, writing the industry article in the industry magazines, because they have their own reach. So one can write that again, those common technology articles in the magazines. Second. Third, you can definitely write a book. That may sound bigger, because when I work with my clients, there are different levels of books writing also that exist, starting from something which you can write in next 48 hours to something getting published on the major publication, right? There are different level of strategies of writing books. So there are other ways that you can position yourself as an expert and start sharing the knowledge, and slowly and gradually other things can start happening, but we have to begin somewhere. So writing blog and creating a website, strategically creating a website which is a blogish website, which is a content website, that this person is creating the content, that is very unlikely that it will object anybody's any company's policy. So one can definitely check with their HR, but blogish website, I've seen that in today's world, nobody is bothered about that somebody is writing a blog or something. That's one. Industry articles. Second, creating that kind of videos. Again, the videos which are like knowledge sharing videos, the blogish videos, content videos on that technology, speaking in the those specific conferences on the technology only. Those things can be done. And further, in case there is any specific use case, you can get in touch with me on one-on-one, and we can jot out, okay, these are the things which can be done.
Great. One specific question has come. So it is how long are your master classes, and if you can tell the some price range there.
Yeah, typically it's a 1 month course. It's 5 days of live classes. So it's like 1.5 hours, 90-minute class for continuously 5 days. And then there is a WhatsApp and Facebook assistance available for 1 month in that group. And typically these are priced at 4,500 plus GST. But for self-study, definitely we have some additional discounts. So you can get in touch with our common email ID. Our team will help you with that.
Great. Thank you. So any
Yeah,
more
but
questions, audience?
yeah, just to
Yeah,
add,
go
if
ahead.
somebody, that is a group masterclass, but if somebody is looking for one-on-one coaching, then definitely there are different ways, because when I work with senior professionals, they don't want to disclose that even they are getting into this kind of engagement, so they don't want to attend those master classes, and I respect those business constraints. So that's why if somebody is looking for one-on-one coaching also, it is available, and based on their individual requirement, we can chart out the plan.
Sure. So any other final questions, audience? So we are almost at 7:15 now. So any final question from you all?
A quick comment: is there any student in the community, like student or like early? Because I
I
talked
think
about
one
that
student is there. I think one student is there, but she, I feel, is from Goa.
Oh, that's interesting.
I've
Yeah.
spoken to her earlier. I don't know about others who, if there are any.
Okay. Because out of these modules, because certain things are applicable for senior professionals, certain things are applicable for students. I specifically asked for students that, because so far they are not having the industry exposure, so finding these
Right.
quadrants can be a little more difficult for them, because for them even getting an internship or a regular job itself is a big thing. Now how to find the quadrant, and that because I work as a separate master class with specifically for students, so their first and foremost question have been that how to find the name of quadrant 4 companies. So if company is not famous, they are not aware about the industry, that what all company exists, how to find the quadrant 4 company. So for that one person, I am sharing this strategy, because I always want that people should grow. It's not just based on my masterclass, that unless you attend my masterclass, things will not happen. One particular strategy, and we have time, that's why. What you need to do, step by step strategy. What you need to do: find the world's top institute or university or college in your industry. So say, because I am from computer science background, I can say that, okay, find the world's top university offering the computer science course. Everybody can find that easily, right? Every student can do that. The second step is go to their website and find the companies who are frequent recruiters in that institute. First step, find the top university. So if we take the example of India, if we say that talking about any IITs, if we go onto the website of IIT, we can easily find the recruiters there. These are the companies which are coming for recruitment, right? There would be upward of 50 to 100 companies at least in that list. Now, if you start reading that list, you will find some 4 or 5 names which are familiar to you, but other 40 names which are not familiar to you. Now, these 4 or 5 names which are known to you are quadrant 1 companies in your industry, and 40 odd names which are not known to you are quadrant 4 companies, of your industry. Whenever I share this thing, people have this objection, but what if there is a quadrant 3 or quadrant 2 company there in that list? My friend, top universities and colleges in the world does not cater to quadrant 2 and quadrant 3 companies. They only have list of quadrant 1 and quadrant 4 companies, right? Because they know the kind of talent they have and kind of company environment that they will be sending their kids, students to. So very simple strategy to start finding the quadrant 4 companies. That way I have strategies for other things also if specific question asked, but I think this can really help the student or the early professionals to know about the company in quadrant 4 in their industry. Yeah, Vishal, back to you.
Great tip. Great tip. I never thought from that perspective. So, so since we are not getting any more questions, I would like to close here. And thanks a lot, Vikas. I had been asking you to give sessions every month, but I think this is second and last 7-8 months. So
Yes.
I request you to do that every month. It's a good motivation session. So thank you all, and thank you for joining. And stay safe. Have a good night.
All right.